Yo, what's up guys? Here's a pull workout which I done yesterday and I've literally just edited it all and put it together, and here it is for the voiceover. I'll be rendering this later to upload for tomorrow, I believe, okay? So I'm doing this on Friday night. What a typical, wonderful Friday night which a teenager spends in, but now this is what I want to do. So here we go. We started off with these rack pulls, and as you can see, all the weight and reps are on screen as shown in the bottom right hand corner, and this main workout was focused obviously around the pull workouts on my back and biceps, but one thing I've really been trying to emphasise as of lately is bringing up my whole physique, okay, working on the physique, such as what the title says. The reason as to why I'm doing this is simply because I want a balanced physique. I want everything to be proportionate to one another. For instance, my calves are lacking a bit, so what I've been trying to do to bring them up is just put in more volume, more frequency, as I've said in previous videos on how to bring up your weak parts. So that's what I've been doing, simply just trying to bring up all my weak parts and just make the physique come together as a whole, okay? So this is why we started doing some rack pulls, because I really want to bring up my lower back as well. So instead of doing deadlifts where it works your legs at the start as well, I'm going to do rack pulls instead, simply to put that more emphasis, should I say, on my lower back. But as well as this, I can't necessarily go heavy on deadlifts, so rack pulls are just a lot easier to put that strain on your lower back in order to force it to grow. But anyway, as you can see, I didn't use a belt for this, as I want my lower back taking all of the work, because I want my lower back to come up the most, to be honest. I want that Christmas tree effect. We then moved on to these wide grip pull-ups, and I started off doing 2 sets of wide grip pull-ups, and when I can no longer do these, I switched to these neutral grips, as we'll see in a second. And the purpose of this is simply to get more reps, because you can only get so much when you go wide grip, and then once you start fatiguing, you basically go down in your reps. So a good way to get more reps is just switch to neutral grip, because it recruits a bit more biceps, and obviously as this is a pull workout, we want more bicep activation in it anyway, so that's what we've done. We then moved on to these unilateral one-arm row machine. This is a great exercise, I feel, for bringing up the thickness in my back, and it's just one machine I've really loved in my gym. I mean, there are so many different machines and obviously free weights in my gym, but I just prefer this machine for the row, should I say. I've done barbell rows obviously before, T-bar rows and one-arm rows with dumbbells, but I just find this machine, I get the best contraction in my back, and to be honest, you can get really good stretch, as you can see coming forward. One thing, as I've said before in the past, I really do emphasise the importance of stretching out on these back exercises, simply to allow yourself to get a full range of motion, to get that full stretch and contraction when you're at the top, at the movement. So when you're squeezing that muscle. The reason as to why I think this is because this is how you get the detail within your back, and this is just my opinion on it. We then moved on to these pullovers. One thing I like doing on these pullovers is actually doing it on the cables, as you can see. The reason for this is because you can really squeeze your lats as you come down. And one thing I try to do always on these exercises is make this good, strong mind-muscle connection. The reason being is when you can make that mind-muscle connection, you can really start to activate that muscle and literally dig deep down into their muscle fibres in order to make sure the right ones are working and to get the best possible contraction. We then moved on to these rear delt face pulls, and I'm really trying to bring up these rear delts as well. That's another thing on my physique which I am trying to bring up. So the volume was slightly higher, done an extra set on here, and also when I hit shoulders, I do rear delts. So all in all, I think I work rear delts probably anywhere between 2 to 4 times a week, depending on how sore they are, and the same applies with my calves. We then finished off this workout with a few cable curls, and as you can see, I do feel my arms getting bigger, and you can see through my top slightly, and you can see my back is starting to get a bit thicker, getting more shape, getting that kind of cobra back. So the high volume is working. Anyway, that is the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, I love all of your support, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and help the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.